This interview is being brought to you by BabyFightGear.com. Baby Fight Gear is dedicated to providing a single source for children's mixed martial arts. Inspired clothing, the softer side of tough sports. Our clothing is available in sizes newborn to toddler. Hey guys, this is Mark Anderson of LateNightMMA.com. Thanks for checking out another video. I appreciate it. So we're going to break down this UFC on Fuel TV 5 card that's going down this weekend, this Saturday night. Saturday night in England, Saturday afternoon in North America. It's looking like a pretty good card. So we're going to do the prelims. And first fight up is Robbie Peralta. And he's taking on Jason Young. Robbie, 15-3. You know, he's on like an 8-fight win streak, something along those lines. And then you got the fact that he hasn't had a fight in 10 months. That may play a factor into this one. On the other side, you got Jason Young. Jason Young was on the verge of being fired. You know, he was going to lose his job if he didn't get the win over Eric Wisely. And luckily for him, he beat Wisely. So, that's a good deal. So now all the pressure's off. He's coming in. He's fighting in his home country, England. And I think he's going to get this one. So I'm calling a big upset here. I'm going with Jason Young for the win. We also did an interview with Jason Young a few days back. So check the website and check out that video. Okay, next up, we got Gunnar Nelson. He's taking on DaMarques Johnson. And Gunnar's an interesting story. His record is 9-0-1, and his last win was this past February. He won first round armbar submission. But before that, he didn't fight for 2 years. Between 2010 to 2012. I think it was a year and a half to be exact. Okay, so anyways, DaMarques Johnson comes into this fight. Things haven't really been going his way. He's lost 3 of his last 4 fights, and those 3 losses, he got stopped. But he was looking pretty good in the Mike Swick fight, I felt, and I think he can get this win. I am hoping he's coming in as an underdog, but I don't know because this is Gunnar Nelson's UFC debut. But either way, I like DaMarques Johnson in this spot. Okay, next fight up, guys, we got Brad Tavares. He's taking on Tom Watson. Tom Watson is a veteran of the sport. I believe his record is 15-4. And he's been fighting a lot of fights in Bama where he's got 3 wins in a row for that promotion. Now he's making his UFC debut at this England show. Brad Tavares, this guy is good. Brad is 3-1 in the UFC. And he is 8-1 overall. Tom Watson has the home field advantage. But he is making his UFC debut. We like to talk about octagon jitters because I believe that's a real thing. But I'm going to go with Tom Watson in another upset here, guys. Sticking with the home field advantage. It worked out well for me last weekend when I went with TJ Grant and Mitch Gagnon, just to mention a couple. So I'm going to go with some of these England guys this time. Okay, next fight up. We got the Battle of the Ultimate Fighters. Ultimate Fighter 15 versus Ultimate Fighter 14. And both these guys will be making their UFC debuts. Andy Ogle, who we did an interview with. It's on the website right now, so check that out. He's coming in with an 8-1 record. And he looked pretty good on the show. Actually, really good. So he needs to get this win to get a UFC job. He never had a fight at the finale, so this is his finale fight. If he wins, he gets a contract. Okay. His opponent, I'm not even going to try the last name. I'm really bad at names. I'm sure everyone knows who I'm talking about. Akira. He was on Ultimate Fighter 14. The one with Bisping and Jason Mayhem Miller. And he also didn't actually get his shot to get into the UFC because he's had a rash of bad injuries. So he will get his shot as well at getting a contract with the UFC here. Now, how it works, basically, this is a loser leave town match. Whoever gets this win, you know,
they will continue on in a UFC career. I think whoever loses this fight is probably done unless it's like fight of the night or something along those lines. Okay, so I'm going to go with Andy Ogle here just because he's going to be fighting at home. But this is really a coin flip in my opinion, so it could go either way. I may actually wait on this fight just to see who the bigger underdog is, and I might go with the dog because it's so close. But right now I'm saying Andy Ogle. Okay, this next fight. This one guy's name I can't pronounce worth a shit, so I'm just going to go by his nickname, Poster Boy. And he's taking on Kyle Kingsbury, guys. And Poster Boy, he's freaking awesome, man. 11-0. His last 5 fights have all finished in the first round. He's 11-0, like I mentioned, and he's never gone to decision. All his fights have ended within the first 3 rounds and no decisions at all. So that's pretty impressive. 10 TKOs and 1 submission. On the other side, we got Kyle Kingsbury out of AKA, and he's 11-4, but he's coming off back-to-back losses, so this pretty much makes this a must-win. You can't lose 3 in a row very often in the UFC and keep your job. Well, Dan Hardy, but, you know. So, probably not going to happen, so he needs to get this win. And I really, really, really want to go with the Poster Boy here, but I gotta believe that Kingsbury and AKA have come up with a good game plan, and they're going to be able to win this fight. I don't know how Jimi, Poster Boy, whatever you want to call him, you know, what his skill set is on the ground. We know he's awesome standing. He's a freak of nature standing. But how good is he on the ground? And how good are his opponents that he's actually faced? Okay, so that pretty much wraps it up. I'm going to go with Kyle Kingsbury. I'm going to go with Andy Ogle. I'm going to go with Tom Watson, DaMarques Johnson, and a big upset, Jason Young. Thanks for checking out the video, guys, and I'll be back with my main card picks. Thanks, guys.